Have you ever stopped to think that before video game consoles, playing a game at home was basically impossible? No couch, no controller, no just one more round. Today, in the first episode of our series Technologies That Changed the World, we're going to discover how home video game consoles were born. Picture the world in the 1950s. Computers were huge, extremely expensive, and used only by scientists, the military, and universities. Still, a few researchers started experimenting with simple games on these machines, almost as a joke. One of the earliest examples was a tiny tennis-like game displayed on an oscilloscope, a device meant to visualize electrical signals. There was no word for video game yet, and absolutely no market for it, but a seed had been planted. In the 1970s, that idea finally leaves the lab and enters arcades. People lined up to drop coins into big cabinets and play simple games made of lines, blocks, and dots. The graphics were basic, but the feeling was magical. For the first time, you could control what happened on a screen. There was still one big problem, though. If you wanted to play, you had to leave home and find a machine somewhere. That's when a new idea appears, the home console. Someone asked, what if we built a device that stayed connected to the TV in your living room and let you play whenever you wanted? The very first consoles were extremely simple. Many had just a few games built in, often different variations of the same basic concept. A ball, two paddles, a score. And yet they were a cultural shock. Suddenly, video games were no longer just a lab experiment or an arcade novelty. They became something a family could own and share at home. In the 1980s, this concept exploded. Consoles gained cartridges, colorful graphics, characters, and entire imaginary worlds. Kids couldn't wait to get home from school just to turn on the system. The living room became the stage for adventures, races, battles, and tournaments, all powered by a little box plugged into the TV. From that point on, consoles stopped being just toys. They grew into a massive industry, moving billions of dollars, creating jobs, stories, and pop culture icons. And most importantly, creating memories. How many friendships started in front of a console? How many people discovered a passion for technology, art, or music because of a game they loved? Over time, consoles evolved. From 2D to 3D, from simple sprites to high definition, online play, and now virtual reality and AI-driven experiences. But the core idea is still the same. A device in your home, connected to your screen, inviting you to visit worlds that don't exist, yet feel real. Today, when we talk about video games, we're talking about much more than killing time. We're talking about entertainment, art, and cutting-edge technology. And it all began with a simple question. How do we bring this into people's homes? This was the first episode of our series Technologies That Changed the World. If you enjoyed learning how home consoles were born, leave a like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments, what was the first console you ever played? In the next episode, we'll explore another technology that completely changed our everyday lives.